The cactus role is very simple in this game. You are a sniper, you should be scoping out enemies from far to mid-range. Just take out anyone you can. Get assists, get kills, scope out their spawn area, scope out a hot spot that everyone likes to go to, or in Suburban Nation, scope out one of the points. Nice and simple. The cactus, just like most plants, have 3 abilities. These are the simple potato mine from the mobile game. Nice and standard, very useful for setting up defense. And speaking of defense, the second ability is a walnut wall. You can post a small wall that will cover about the width of your character, a little bit longer than that, and leaves you just enough room to peek out and snipe at your enemies. And the third ability is a onion drone that you can fly up in the sky and use to do a decent, moderate amount of damage to your enemies. And of course, like all the other ones, there's special abilities you can unlock. I'm using some of them right now, as you can see. Cactus, pretty simple character, however, not the easiest to use, and if you're not good with them, not very effective either, to be honest. Fire cactus, not really any tactics for this one. Pretty simple thing, kind of just like the base cactus, except a bit more damage over time, so not horrible. If you're learning cactus, ice cactus is probably the best one to start with, as you can slow down the enemies and you'll be able to hit them more, which means more damage, more kills, and overall just better gameplay. Solid cactus. Power cactus, like most of the electric cactuses or characters in the game, aim for the crowd as you'll deal damage across all of them. Decent cactus, however, I wouldn't say top tier. Future cactus, a fan favorite and a pretty solid choice if you're playing cactus. I'd say always charge up your shots, as playing as a cactus you should be across the map or at least decently far from the enemy, so you'll have time to charge up your shot, hopefully without being spotted. Not a bad cactus. Camo cactus, not much to say about this one, except if you're playing as camo cactus, you should be as far away as physically possible. You should be on the other side of the map, on high ground, picking off, as well, you have an increased zoom, you might as well use it, plus the increased critical multiplier. Come on. Just go across the map and rock out. Bandit cactus, probably the only cactus you should be mid-range for, not far range, as the accuracy is definitely lowered because now you have a faster fire rate. So, good luck with this one. This one's iffy in my book. Cactus, if you feel like you're dying a lot while playing as cactus, give this one a shot. Increased health, pretty useful. Pick a spot because cactuses are pretty slow and this one has decreased speed. So sit somewhere and just fight. And if you're challenged face to face with something, try to out DPS it because chances are you cannot outrun them. Zen cactus, my favorite of all the cactuses. Each time Zen cactus shoots a shot, the damage will be increased until the last bullet is fired and you reload, then the damage will be reset back to its base damage. Pretty nice cactus overall, great for mid-range. It's alright for close range, but it's not easy to hit the shot if you're close range. And good at far range, just like all the other cactuses, well, except for Bandit. Finally, petrified cactus. If you're not as accurate as most cactus players and you're getting close to hitting them, this one might be for you. You can detonate your shot while it's airborne, so even if you don't hit a direct shot, you do a bit of splash damage. Definitely not a bad cactus, however, I wouldn't put this one at the top either. Me personally. Nothing too crazy when it comes to good teammates. Maybe some other cactuses, because then you can all snipe out one person at a time. But other than that, there's not really anything crazy when it comes to teammates. And for character ranking, honestly, I'm going to have to go with a B or C tier, because as much as I would like to put it higher, it's just so limited to far and mid-range because it's just not meant for close range, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and if you disagree, feel free to leave a dislike or comment below why you disagree. But I'm putting this one at B to C tier, and that's going to do it for this video.